Quick, graph y equals the opposite of 1/2 raised to the x power by hand, two different ways. This is part of the family of functions series. You will need graph paper, or you can download this PDF and print it. Press pause as needed anytime during this video. So we're going to graph this using the 1/2 to the x dance. Recall that the graph of a function and its opposite are reflections or mirror images about the x-axis. That means that they have the same x-coordinates, but the y-coordinates are opposites. Points will be plotted with respect to the origin, although the origin is not a point on the graph. Normally we would start at 0, 1. Instead, here we're going to go 0, -1, because the opposite of 1/2 raised to the 0 power is going to be -1. Write 1 down 1/2. The opposite of 1/2 to the first power is -1/2. Write 2 down 1/4. The opposite of 1/2 squared is -1/4. And write 3 down 1/8. Using negative exponents, which mean take the reciprocal, the opposite of the reciprocal of 1/2 is going to be -2. So left 1 down 2. Left 2 down 4, the opposite of the reciprocal of 1/2 squared will be -4. And the opposite of the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2, raised to the third power, will be -8. We draw on the asymptote, which is the x-axis, the line y equals 0. Connecting the points, we get that exponential looking curve. This is y equals the opposite of the quantity 1/2 to the x. Comparing that to its parent function, looks like this. And again, you can see that the graphs are reflections about the x-axis. A second way is to use a table. So we'll start off with these 7 points that are on the graph y equals 1/2 raised to the x. And then we're going to take the opposite of each one of those y coordinates. So 1/8 will go to -1/8, so over 3 and down 1/8. The opposite of 1/4, over 2 and down 1/4. The opposite of 1/2 is its opposite, -1/2. So 1 over 1 down -1/2. 0, -1 will be the next point. -1, -2 will be the next point, and so on. We can connect the points and draw on the asymptote. And we can compare this to the parent function and see again that the graphs are reflections about the x-axis.